Well, hello people of YouTube and Internet, I'm GGP, back with a reaction of and Beyond. Yes, I want to say how Jod ended. I often get confused with my words. So yeah, Jod and Beyond, and most when we didn't react to it for a while. And there's literally 2 new episodes. Like one of them is not so new, I've been talking about it, about Artiguana planet. And Pastel Homeworld is like one of the new videos. So kinda, while I was on track to and Beyond, there's a new episode come up. It was the actual upload, it's like yearly or monthly. It's kind of like very big thing about the fact that there's like new episode now. I mean, it's hard to make. Yeah, depends on some episodes, it can be hard to make. Especially they increase the work quality. What else can I say? There was also the fact that they're working on a bunch of stuff. So yeah, kinda this case will be. Again, very accurate intro. Okay, what about this intro? What I want this intro to be? Let's just talk about the episode and why I was not watching it. There's like new episodes, which I already talk about the new episode. I gotta say my concern about me not react to fast stuff a lot and not gaming stuff a lot. Again, it's become my concern since I get my job, new job, and now I have less free time. Because in my old days I used to play games all the time, and there will be like new games. And reaction, not so much new reaction, I just start adding some new reactions. Like, in old days, there was videos constantly. In that case, I could only access like a bunch of videos. Now, I say my early access is kinda get slightly less. And like there will be only one video early access, so even no video to early access. And once again, you go to my pattern to just find the version with timer. Because I still prefer to keep timer version in case you like bounce up one moment of my reaction, but you know, audio or the video or music kinda ruin it for you and you want to make meme. And once again, having timer version will be great when I need to edit a video in case of copyright protocol for the future. Because some videos can get heated and I would need to upload them with copyright protocol or just a pattern version. And having them both would be great. So that's what I want to talk about. Oh yeah, can I get the feel of how less I have less time, and now I just do very small amount of reaction, don't even react to new stuff anymore. Well, I do react to new stuff. I kind of having like desire for jumpstart the series / new game rushes. Which again I kind of have a new idea for those. Kind of again getting confused with my thoughts. I will do that often. How much often? Enough I will do that. So yeah, what the hell I want to say? But the episode maybe. Okay, so we're gonna react to, okay, I'm not sure how much episodes we'll react to. Once again, other 3, other 2. Actually not, 3 totally will be. Well, I'm going to react to 4 of them. It will be a very long video if I do react to the 4 of them. It's to think. Not so much think. Again, we'll react to 3 and maybe 4, and that will be probably a new video. We'll react to other stuff from Ink channel, because again, I want to react to Beyond, but they have some other series. I mean, breakdowns I cannot watch. It's freeze frame I can watch, and some other interesting video series. They was considered like I do react to now versus the battles. There will be a future reaction in planning as well. So what's okay. So episode called Ben 10, How Magic Works in Legerdomain. Which kind of a very interesting name. Okay, so remind you, this is not so bad reaction. Okay, like, again, bad reaction will only happen when it's like Artiguana Homeworld. Because it's one of those videos which I didn't watch at all. And I try to keep myself in the void. I mean, I see some arts making. Never see a full art, but saw some art making. With other species of Artiguana. I will talk about it later. And mostly, yeah, they will be in the void. But Jetray and magic is one of those I saw. So, how magic work in Legerdomain? Okay, as not so bad reaction I will say, this was, okay, I think Ink constantly talk about this was hard work making and how it was one of project I was happy about. I will not say I hate it. But like, let's say I put all episodes in some rating system. And I would say Legerdomain is kinda in the bottom of this rating system. Back then I was watching it. With Jetray being the second one to this one. The humongous Swampfire, Homeworld and Eka they will be in the same high than Jetray. But also those videos along with the Jetray videos. And my most favorite videos will be in Big Chill and Anur system. But again, kinda explaining to this one. Okay, first of all, I like Big Chill. Big Chill is like my most favorite aliens. And kinda Homeworld for Anur system. It's kinda show lots of those biomes and lots of planets and lots of those unique creatures with unique biomes. To others, it's also kind of show vibes, but again, it wasn't all this, so again, maybe some of them will be more fair, some of them will be much more fair. Jetray is kind of a very short one, and Magic Domain. Tell me the same reason why Jetray was kind of not a big luck to me. But first of all, I think my opinion can change today. You know, my opinion can change today. I mean, there were lots of cases where I watched something before reacting, and then I started reacting, and it was like a different emotional hit. In both good ways and both bad ways. So for good ways to be Matter Family, where I was watching episode and again get emotional hits in there. While I was watching the first time, I was not emotionally involved. But when I did reaction, there was emotional involvement. But other stuff, and I think lots of things I watch and emotionally, I then kinda, when I react, I kinda get a different set of emotions. And kinda at the end talking and kinda think about that stuff. But also, it's kinda also nice memory filming. I don't know if I would say the bad side of this reaction will be Hello Boss, because the first season I watched was very emotionless and just talking there in the void. Like there was not much of big episode heated. But the second season I kind of get this very emotional with the show. But also the Hello Boss one of the shows which I watch on repeat and until there will be holes. So maybe it's just like the show get literally every emotion I can possibly give it to it. When I react I have zero. But again, maybe my opinion will change about this episode. Maybe I will see the beauty of this episode. Just time I was watching it, it was not a big hit for me. Again, maybe because it's not much of the commentary. Or maybe say this stuff later. You know, yeah, I will say this stuff later, and let's see if I'll change my opinion or not. So, on this note, press the play button. Alright, bloody now. Do they also this? No, I think they did this amazing intros. Otherwise, kind of maybe like magic font. Also, you found the door. Kind of like in the middle of the sea. Oh, it's a desert. In the show, it's kind of in the desert. But I think it can teleport. Or there must be like some walls on it. Also, kind of maybe explain why it's less of the commentary because its horrors have zero knowledge about this stuff. So it's kind of maybe like we get to see how it's look from perspective of horrors to be first time on the planet. Also, you visiting your children. I'm surprised. More responsible. In a show here, again, what said there was lots of this. It's consistent with the character. Honestly, I don't really acknowledge that stuff. I don't know if I was not reacting, like I said earlier. With my reaction, I kind of start thinking about stuff more a lot. Yeah, because I kind of am familiar with some effort verbally. Wow, magic and technology. Actually, magic kind of its form of technology. Yes, upgraded constantly. Kind of this idea that those stones are magical as well. It's got also the technology, just using this energy. It's kind of interesting way to look at magic. It's kind of its own unique way of science.
Good evening, extranet and multi-dimensional travelers. Welcome back to And Beyond, where we plunge into the void and explore ever-expanding multiverse.
Yeah, you get into other dimensions.
Orion IT Systems Model V522.
You don't memorize it. I mean, it can easily be memorized. I just call it Horus for easily.
Realm of the Anua dimension, known as Legerdomain. Please keep any accompanying redentia stored within your designated headgear. We are not responsible.
My head is not capable to keep some stuff. I'm human. Wait, plus again, I'm just watching TV show. There's no delay for you to make this intro. The sing effect. Oh, that's a music. Wait, I think it's from library or is it custom made? Legerdomain. Ah, Legerdomain. Ep8. Wait, am I correct with my numbers? I think there could be a chance that I'm not wrong with my numbers. I think I said previous one was 6. Wait, is it like episode with energy loss count? I will not count this as episode, but this is actually episode as well. Solita? Don't know the other stuff. Really? I mean, I would say it's kind of maybe a variant.
But nowhere as abundant as here in the domain's capital, the kingdom of
Okay, it's kind of also the idea the fact that Legerdomain is only one place and it's kind of spread. Which again, I kind of hate this idea as multiverse because I like to think there's like multiple dimensions. And magic can work differently in some dimensions. But saying there's like single entity will be problematic in case you like need to reboot this series. Because if you reboot, they all work completely different. It's kind of how Mr. Mix Speedlick work. I think there's like a video which I saw, it's all the same person, but it's clearly the different person. They basically kind of multiverse rules constantly change with every series. So saying it's like there's like subsection of universes where it's like have its own unique rules about that stuff. It's kind of interesting to think about. Because again, create the possibility of freedom and not like completely think about other series. Because Spider-Man, where you go into difficulty glitches, and then Spider-Man No Way Home, then it's all completely fine. But it kind of was magic there, so maybe it's a different case. Yeah, thank you. Also, I was not listening to what you were saying. On an adventure, I am. What am I? Anastasia. I am camera. I mean, it's in case of existence. I cannot that interesting. I'm robot. I bet you've seen these creatures allowed. So you can't have organic matter. I mean, is it very common to see robots made with organic matter? I don't really remember. I think it's other cyborgs, and it totally must be like other robots which have some organic in them. But not like they used to be organic and then they become robots. I mean, I have some life inside of me. Or this slime not alive. Maybe it's custom made, although I am itself. So you know what I am. There's pretty lots of creatures without mana. Okay, Ep8-Ep9 writes totally.
There's places to map and info to record and all that. You understand, right?
Information? You need not seek any further. I am the eldest of this domain.
Are you?
Know everything about
Are you like they dead?
I
mean, old people die. Are you like close to expiring as well? Or you're immortal?
Ledger lore? Oh yes, please.
Excellent.
Yeah, I have no knowledge. Wait, is that how you highlight materials? Kinda would freak out some other creatures. Because I'm very interested how people react to horrors. I like seeing how people from different cultures react to things that they've never seen before. Or what they would think. I like those videos. It's very interesting case of I like reaction and I like people make analytic reactions. That's kind of maybe why I have reaction channel.
But also many others, such as the raging.
What, is it the one in the creatures here? Can you show more?
There are only but a few.
Oh, humans. And gremlins. Oh, maybe not gremlins. Well, gremlin likes. I mean, they have mummies, but they're not really mummies.
No matter the reason, those who enter Zorister.
Wait, is it your chest or whose chest is that? What the hell is this creature? But didn't talk about the gremlin. Or is it like Ash putting his own little secrets? Oh, another creatures. It's kind of look like Pokemon there. I don't know the no Pokemons. I'm not really that Pokemon fan to know them all. I know some, but my nose is itching. And it's itching inside.
He wrote the true names of all that exist in our universe.
That's a word. I know we have words. It's kind of the same thing. But what is a true word? Kinda. Oh, here's the stone golems. Lots of creatures.
With their bountiful skills, they channeled this energy across worlds of many. The Baron became.
I wish there was like many multi-domains. I like multiverse. And I kinda had the idea there's like singular entity. Because that's why I kinda use singular entity. Yeah, but again, kinda cartoons will not make sense then. Because again, we like to make our own cartoons and make our version of stuff.
From the furthest of this realm, heard tell of the Guardians. They were worshipped as gods.
And I kinda remember, okay, there's like some deviant creator, like Spyro, or what's the name of the guy, I constantly forget about it.
Their desire and pass knowledge and skills to these individuals.
Wow, this look like freaking ghost. Or maybe it's Paranoid. Or maybe Golem.
However, this angered those who the Guardians refused this grace, feeling as though their praise was for naught. The envious chose to
Oh, praise. Why the hell you praising them? Just study. Don't praise us, we're not gods. Maybe. It's kind of this idea of bad religion. You only have power when you get things. But when you actually have the creature, you kinda don't see it as powerful. That's kinda look like. Oh no, wait. Nah, kinda better Bill from Marvel. But nah, I think it's more of the orc.
from which these
We're gonna get lots of mythical creatures or what?
their calculated
Well, you look like a mold,
struck
which is a magical creature
split the
of Starface
proud
mold.
mountain, ending her reign.
Not so much, you bastard.
This
So what are you gonna do now?
guardian of the Greenwood with the urge. He loved Zorister dearly,
Sexually?
and now with her life
Oh, you don't do that.
by these tyrants, he rampaged through lands. The underground
Yeah, you screw yourself up.
by his
Maybe you adapt.
his
Maybe.
deep into the domain, sacrificing himself to protect what remained of Zorister's blessings, and keeping away the malicious mechanics.
That should be destroyed.
Of Withyurge never
Or mechanics, you have
rested,
machines.
always
So maybe like robots are not so weird in this world. I mean, it shouldn't be weird. Just energy powering mechanical plants. It's basically the same thing as a organic thing, just you make that.
by these evil acts.
And you know, there's different
They each
constructions.
their own
And you know, nah, there's such thing as mechanical muscle, so you know,
revenge.
you can clearly just build a human.
To escape
Actually, in many ways you can imagine how they can create a cells and form them in something more humanish shape.
in hopes of
Or you just
protecting
take a metal and make it look exactly like human.
my altruistic friend.
Take so many ways to create a human.
To be
It could be a human shaped things.
what course are you plotting for?
You need a map.
Miss Tennyson wanted me to re-establish her route.
Gwendolyn! Oh, by all means.
Oh, we all know each other.
Her and a few of her
Yeah, I work for your...
assisted me some time ago.
Ah, is she?
Everything she needs,
She's still a plumber.
token of
Or
my
should I
debt
quit?
to her.
Or should I plumber
Could you show me the
division?
way to the
Would be
kingdom?
interesting case
Of course.
of plumbers having
The
different
safest
division.
path would be along the
Actually, it would be funny if they like try to increase their
travel this way.
security.
Should be there in a few
Actually, maybe... Nah, I think it was for the study.
hours. Be wary of
She's like an magic teacher. Should we do it? I thought I can call you easily. Maybe plumbers can quit, but you know, you can call them if it's far very good.
Of course, thank you so much. For the route and for the history. I'll be on my way.
Best regards to Gwendolyn.
Wait, can I fly higher? Oh no, there's like something about space. Yeah, no, you shouldn't be flying. It's kinda... Wait, is it like... What's she say about flying in this area? Does it like corrupt the space so you like end up weirdly? You can only be close to the ground. You should not jump there. Actually, maybe you can jump there. What happens if I jump? Oh, you're still inside your program. Can you travel in code? No, I don't think you can. Actually, can you travel by Wi-Fi? To be able. Should they be able? Can it is in case. Sonic? I don't know what that was. Magic and technology, that's interesting. Also, should not be very weird. It's kind of reality.
Ow! Accidental inhibitor.
Existential?
Existence in
You pressed follow corrupt to him. Well, luckily that's a useful feature.
Am I? This isn't on
In my house. Can you leave? Or I can have a pet.
Well, my mini meal ticket.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not tasty. That's cool. Don't know yet. Yeah, fresh new here. Do you have a code for the newbie? That guy who just appeared in your dimension. With zero knowledge. It should be like not so surprising if you have portals.
Sorcerer cesspool. The underbelly
Never
of
been
the
here.
domain. Come on, dude. Being able to scale
Look at
inside
me.
people is half
Am I
the
like,
fun of
look someone you've seen before?
You're kind of
Actually, squid.
Ow.
Not much of the weird creature there.
There's nothing in my
There's
records or Miss Tennyson's map.
A Vilgok species who's a squid.
But I am
I don't know, man, there's like also a Benten Tasmash who's a squid. But just can I have kid of that?
lucky I'm bored.
I don't have lungs.
But if it gives me something to
So
do,
remove your pain.
I used to
Magical
love
pain.
putting on little shows. Now,
Okay, I like
prepare
shows.
to be dazzled.
I'm hard to dazzled by a lot of species.
Navato, the dark market of the dark.
Machine.
We got a bunch of cities here.
How you
all
build it?
floating around the sorcerer's
Yeah, maybe you can build and lift and it will fly. I mean, lots of stuff flying in this area, so many gravity screw up.
Or as I like to
Maybe
call
that's why you cannot fly.
customers, hustling and
That's freaking wild wine.
buying and selling.
Something like
You
wild
need to
one.
make
Maybe it's
dough?
evolved.
This is the place. Lots of
Will be
tips
interesting case.
too. all competing to make the next
Tattoos,
big method
books.
to use mana.
Typical, we've seen that. Although tattoos in open areas, that's not hygienic.
Rough.
Although aliens.
So Novato was created to be a safe haven for
Oh,
paranormal
garden. Ah,
progress.
garden.
From curses.
Look
to
like freaking
necromancy,
Chinese restaurant.
This is your one-stop shop. So I hope you brought your wallet.
I
It's also where a
broke.
lot of freaks
My job doesn't pay me.
folks who are into
It
all
sucks.
kinds of weird
Actually, maybe I have some accounts.
They gather
Okay, I probably do have some accounts to plumbers. I can probably like buy some stuff. Although after ban pretty lot of my copies, they probably cut me from
dabbling in dark
bank
magic
account.
has a tendency of
They
making
decline my
members
card.
of the cast
I can no longer buy my collections.
They're tough
Wouldn't
until
funny if
dark
Karo
magic
discarded
catches
some stuff.
them. If they aren't smart, the magic burns right through them. And if they survive,
It can
that,
happen.
they end up looking like the bottom of my ashtray.
Ain't so bad. Will work in his favor.
So, the engine and other
You can
tools
make
were
it work.
created to absorb mana to take the strain away from them. Amateurs.
So for
Some
practicing,
tools can do other things too, but those extra
That's
things usually need
Shinganbo.
glyphs and such branded onto them.
I don't know that sort.
Casters that already screwed up their mana.
Wait, is that actually Shinganbo? Does it actually generate power? That's like actually a nice power generator. It can be useful.
Make them depend on it.
You can survive, but not survive. You cannot go hungry if you like powered by electricity.
They're left addicted to the stuff without any hope of healing.
You can addict to mana.
Will be born
It's life
with
energy.
mana deficiency
You can board with
and
some
must
maybe
look for more.
limit of your mana.
It's a curse, really.
It's totally like,
The
can you
craft
generate it?
developer.
Wait, is mana like energy which
So, Dark
actually
Souls
energy cannot be destroyed, energy cannot create it?
species.
Yeah, is there energy cannot be created? What's the rule of that?
Jeez. No, it's more like an occupation. We got freaks from all over the
Are you
universe
human?
here. As long as they got the brains to learn magic, but not the smarts to make better life
Wait,
choices.
so anyone can use magic. Oh, ghost freaks. Or robots. Or maybe robots can use magic. It's kind of about the words.
Hell, we got a Yeti running the place, and before him was
Yeti.
just a big turtle guy.
Oh, you're referring to the Geoschlone area known as Ep8-Ep9, correct?
Big shell and flaming head.
Mm.
Yep.
Yeah, that's how
That
it's
guy was
basically
a
called.
total douche.
You well, probably wouldn't know. How much of space you know?
Story
Do you
goes
know
that
aliens?
one day he just
I do
showed
kinda
up
get
out
on
of
the species.
nowhere, preaching how he wanted to be a sorcerer and was enlightening
Was he
himself
good?
to the energy of the universe.
Yeah,
Blah, blah,
they're
blah,
peaceful
crazy
species.
old turtle
Surprised he
crap
become
was
evil.
way in over his head.
Maybe we'll
He
get
barely
eaten
knew
by
how
it.
to harness mana, let alone cast a spell.
You should
So
probably
he
not
had to
freaking
cast
ignite
magic
yourself.
using items. Dude was soup without him. Eventually, he left Navato because he racked up a lot
Yeah,
of debt
he
from the
lost.
items he bought
You get addicted
and
while
stole.
never been addicted.
Everyone hated him.
It's kind of
Couple years
guy
later,
from
the dude
very
somehow
peaceful
got his
culture
hands on an
meeting
alpha
reality.
moon and took over the whole damn
Money.
domain. It was crazy. He was shouting,
It's a concept.
"All mana belongs to me. You are all thieves." People started leaving, and those who stayed were drained or enslaved. But eventually, I guess someone got the rune away from him, and no one has heard from him since the king took back her family's throne.
He been somewhere.
Since his
He been in
being
pocket.
captured 5 years ago, his whereabouts have been unknown.
Yeah, I forgot it was in a series.
We should
Okay,
be
I think
prepared if he ever resurfaces with ill intent.
Omniverse is one of my favorite series. That glad that
Curse crafter. But
Yeah,
call me
well.
CC.
with my piping commands and wrongly.
Oh. Well, hello there, Mr.
Greetings.
Emissary.
Look like Michael. And it is Michael.
Are you
We know each
interested
other.
in a custom charm sleeve? How
Always.
about a new helmet? The one you're wearing looks like a tight fit. Unless you like things that way.
I like.
I need to
And I'm pretty much I'm single. I can do whatever I want and how
Yeah,
much?
You're funny.
Not so much.
Sorry,
Wait, what the hell I'm
but
wearing
it's
helmet
not for
still?
sale.
I should be great in this
Worth more than you.
area.
Oh.
Wait, how much I'm worth? I'm not magical. I'm just a piece of metal with machinery. I don't have portal. And a squid.
Alright, let's go.
How much is that good in this world? I know it's material. Plus portal. Although portal which cannot travel me. Wait, how does my portal react in this realm? It's kinda interesting. I like to think how stuff will work in dimensions.
Sinkholes being treated like a bargain.
Like you have a portal on your chest.
Simply trying to map a course
Can it
to-
work to travel around the space? Or like it's no longer working because you know you need coordinates. And its coordinate of this dimension is screw up probably.
I was sent to guide you.
Interesting to see how it work. I mean, he can fly. How does his flying work in this dimension? But to be fair again, how his flying work in generally. Well, like let's say take Iron Magic user and put them in this realm. would there be different, like, stand? Or like some whose magic works different, but different rules? Or can they like suck energy of the space? Man, Parasite in this dimension, would he able to suck mana from the air? Interesting. Oh, so it's like
we're a small city of about 6,000, but we're
that's interesting. Because I think it's like this stock model character from...
We are an educational society, teaching these people farming, building, and mystic arts of old.
How much is it useful? Well, you like a job, aren't you? That's radiation. Also, how the hell radiation probably works the same way as it used to be.
What I have is a rune.
What's the difference?
Yeah, what's the difference?
Used to store mana, like a magical battery. They can be used for anything. Charms, however, each have a special.
Wait, can you have different runes?
Focus specific types of magic.
Wait, so
You need to know
wait,
the true name
rune,
of things to bend them to your will.
runes.
For many, they use these charms instead.
Wait, so it's like only one rune or there's multiple runes?
They'll work for
Or what's the difference with different runes? Or they all work the same way?
Which is why we use them to teach magic. The first charms came from Bazel, a powerful wizard who founded one of the first mystical tribes to spread the use of magic across this realm. And
I love to see the redesign of Bazel. Okay, I like seeing Ink Tank redesigning characters. I wish the whole series where just take a random character and redesign it.
but they all cannot.
I like redesigns. I'm curious what people can come up with.
My data indicates 2 other alpha runes on record. One serves as a piece of the map of infinity stolen by the fugitive Agrigor.
Did you destroy
The
that?
other was destroyed by Lieutenant Hobble Grovel on Ener Transil.
Wait, did you destroy it?
Supposed to be 1 alpha rune?
At any given time, yes. Alpha runes can only be created by an old one, and cannot be created unless the previous
Do you have like
one was
someone who
destroyed.
create them?
They are a direct link between the sorcerer and the old one's power, giving the sorcerer
Can you like recreate it or what?
guardian. It is said that the king struck a bargain with the old one of Zoroaster to grant them the power to revitalize our kingdom in promise that we protect the forest. Speaking of the king,
Are you protecting
we
it?
are here.
Hello, I am Kennedy teleported here. So, no way to save it from that.
My
So what
king,
you doing?
I've returned with the droid sent here by Gwendolyn
I'm not a
Tennyson.
droid.
He appears to have lost his way.
Am I, wait, what's the difference between robots and droid?
That'll be all.
Or maybe I'm more of the drone.
Wish.
I mean, I'm sentient. I think drones are
You're the
not
little
sentient.
drone that's supposed to make the map for
Or maybe drones are exactly what I am thinking, like maybe...
Correct. I am
Scanning
part of
area.
Jetray IT Systems Model
Wait, nah, she did say drone.
22.
Man, I get confused with my vocabulary.
Horace.
But you've been doing more than that, haven't you?
What?
I can read your radio signals.
You can read my radio signals?
Recording and broadcasting everything you
I mean, I can read broadcast. It's different dimension. My broadcast doesn't go anywhere.
Don't be.
Actually, it's kind of bad.
Perfect opportunity.
Imagine if someone like catch this
I'm
broadcast.
sure you've known that my
I mean, she's
own
probably not
had
one who
the
can read it.
best reputation
It's interesting.
back on Earth.
Because how the hell does
But
broadcast in a
things are
dimension?
different now that
I kind of wish to see how it's all works.
Shouldn't that be Queen of
Like,
Legerdomain?
just take a picture of him broadcasting and how it will affect this magic area. I mean, it will work exactly the same case. Maybe mana can disturb the energy of broadcast.
Long ago, my father led the people of Legerdomain with great care.
Oh, you have
He was
big hair.
kind,
Or is that your mom?
inspiring, and the bravest.
Wait, what's your hair color?
But our kingdom was small, and his people began to
It's not really a
struggle.
kingdom.
He ventured
It's a
into
town.
the deadly forests of Zoroaster, not in search for hidden power, but for its guardian, pleading to the Old One for the power to keep his people safe. His compassionate spirit inspired the Old One to bestow upon
Wait, is that the
us
same guy?
Alpha Rune. Father returned to our kingdom with joy.
What are your
our
species?
people a happy and
You seem to be
healthy
all
society.
elves somehow.
Years passed, and I was born and knew nothing but of the great
You can look like reboot version, probably on purpose.
until Hedwigja. One day, my father went to visit his brother.
And are you just human with
Uncle Ed.
tattoos?
When he found
Wait,
his
is there a lot
source
of humans
for
here?
help
Although Bazelkan is a
stranded in the
human.
deserts of Navato. He was dying from starvation. Father
That's probably it.
was reminded of his
There's no
own
grass, that's why he was
in the times
starving.
before the
I'm a
Alpha
vegan.
Rune,
There's no
and
meat.
took
Well,
him
actually,
in
yeah, there's
and
grass.
cared for him.
Actually, living grass.
Healing spirits and
So not really a
potions
vegan,
nursed
you
him
a
back
vegan.
to health. But one night, the Alpha Rune was stolen by Adwaita while Spellbinder slept, using it to drain
there some-
my father's mana to
This kind of interesting picture there, kind of like a stain.
Adwaita returned to our kingdom in my father's place and took control, where no one powerful enough to stop him. Some of us fled to other realms through gateways, but
Wow, you look
Adwaita
interesting.
learned this and put a binding curse
Are you the same
on him.
species?
No one could enter or exit without his approval. My father and Uncle Hex rallied
Was can
our
it look like
people,
stars freaking
encouraging us to stick together,
Caesars?
and became
And
the
a chainsaw.
protectors of our
But it
little
was an
realm.
X.
Spellbinder would not
We do the
submit.
same thing.
My father
Конечно,
expended
всему
all of
explanation.
his mana,
Can it
creating
to
a
see a
being
fusion of the
so
world?
powerful it broke through Adwaita's curse. He sacrificed
At any
his
cost.
life to save us. I escaped with my uncle to Earth, to one day return and defeat Adwaita.
So you got rid of power, that's why you were evil. Not evil, just understand?
I am now Legerdomain's leader, bringing a
It
new
kinda do
era
have pink
to
hair, but
my
at the
people.
bottom. Maybe it's like out
The
for
life
memory of
my
your mother.
father once led.
I'm sure that your father would be very proud.
Thank you.
Kinda ironic because when you bring him back, he kinda was disappointed.
You're making for Gwen.
Does he know what you're doing right now?
This charm helps
Is
with
he like
spatial
in a
awareness.
heaven?
Wherever
Can he look at
travel
you?
in Legerdomain,
Whatever your afterlife
map
is.
will magically update itself.
Can he
All
be
you
a
have to
ghost?
do is
Magic
continue
ghost?
on the right path.
Forge ghost? But what is this?
Well, thank you, King
Fix
Jetray,
upgrade.
sir.
Just make
Maybe I will
sure
able
you're
to
using the
freaking back up
correct
my
name when
mind.
you return
Actually,
to
my mind is kinda back up.
Now,
Okay,
I
not
have
my
other matters
mind.
to attend to.
My personality.
You should be on your way.
And I do back up some stuff, I just don't know. Specific I lose.
On my way.
That's kinda how I guess horses work. I lose specific memory. But mostly I'm the same person.
Well, that was a lot. Both information and intimidation. Anyway,
Intimidation, you're just a coward.
a magically mysterious and menacing place to live. But thankfully, we were just visiting. Make sure you plunge back into the void sometime and join me on another
It's not the void. Why I'm watching from the void.
Signing out.
I mean, I watch from different dimension.
Sick.
That's just a horse, isn't it?
Doesn't seem correct. Wadi-ta.
You better pronounce. Wow. That's powerful dimension.
Wade-due-embellum?
But he's suffering. Actually, always suffering.
Metreon Synthos.
We don't want to say that. Yeah, welcome. Welcome to hell.
Hulu Belaya.
Oh, yeah, I know what this is. God.
Why is this not working? None of these
Ah.
tablet readouts match my original universe.
The creator. Thank you. I have trouble pronouncing. Oh, well, you can return. I mean, you party powers. But still flaming. Yeah, I'll be fine. Probably. I can be recovered. And look interesting. I think kinda close to reboot. Wait, does reboot have a neck? Well, Ghost Freak kinda have his skin now. Well, I'm pretty alive. Was what I Harry Potter? Magic. Oh, he wears pants now! Actually, what his fire form wears pants and his normal form does not. I guess he finally learned the culture of pants. We teach him the magic of pants! His colleague has been clean since then. Time. Okay, man, why am not saying nothing? Did I change my opinion about this episode? I mean, man, I don't think like my eyes were that open. I think mostly I was kinda just sitting there and saying something. I can't be just been sitting there and talking about for lots of stuff. Because I was talking, I didn't really hear what you're saying. I remember what I was talking about. Most again, and I think the reason why I didn't like this episode is for the good quality of this episode. Because kind of idea of this episode is horrors in the unknown realm. So I kind of get to see how he collect data about the place, of him not being in this place. And kind of instead of him like being documentary guy who talk about the biome, the creatures, the culture, it's more of him being a traveler who kind of travel around and just talk about the people, kind of learn from there. Which kind of maybe created a lot of gaps in my head. I mean, man, I like learning about the place. I like going around and learning about the places. And in fact, I like some shorter dialogues better than just a long text. Because again, I do a lot of reading. For example, for the King and Battle West, I do lots of this reading about the species. But I don't do it while I was watching it. I just do it with my montage. And I think idea of this one kinda instead of you watching the documentary, you play the game and you talk to this random characters who talk to you about this world. And you more learn about this world. And instead of having a full picture of this whole world, just learn it with bits by bits of dialogues. You kinda move there, kinda move another place, and learn dialogues. Which again, kinda not so bad. It does make sense. Okay, I was feeding my cat, so what the hell I was talking about? Yeah, kinda instead of having this full documentary of showing this whole world, it kinda was more of dialogue to learn the specific part of this world. So kinda, again, I don't know, again, I feel that I don't hate this episode, but I kinda still, not still, I don't know what to think about this episode. I mean, when I was watching for the first time, I kinda felt weakest. But also, I think it's kind of supposed to be not so weak. I don't know why I think it's weak. I don't know, maybe I just used to this story time. Nah, I used to how they do it in all the episodes. And it's kind of different from all the episodes. It's kind of unique way of doing these episodes. So maybe I'm just not used to that. Yeah, it could be. Yeah, it really could be. For other stuff I want to talk about, man, I think the reason I kind of, okay, it's kind of hard for me to justify my reason for making it such. It's really hard for me to rank this episode in my brain because again, I don't see the reason why I should not like this episode. And again, I don't dislike this episode. It just, I don't know. I'm very neutral to this episode. It kind of made me feel bad about it because again, how they had to praise this episode and how much there was work on this episode. And again, it's not a bad episode. It's a freaking interesting episode. Again, I've been sitting neutral there. Okay, maybe, I don't know, maybe it's hard for me to bloody criticize it. Plus again, I can't really criticize it. There's nothing to criticize it for. Not like doing breakdown where I like look for the moments and look for the mistakes and look for the inconsistency. Also, I just think about what I prefer more and what I do that stuff. And again, it's just my opinion. So it's very hard for me to describe it. But for that stuff, man, for my goals to make an episode breakdowns, and it's kind of feel we didn't learn about the species. I mean, we kind of learned that lots of species in this world are just creatures from different worlds. And we get to see Tetramans, we get to see energy species, Patropian, something like that. And so most lot of species are just not native. There's no such thing as native species, other than kind of is golems, and kind of these birds. We didn't learn about these bird cultures at all. I mean, we just learned this guy's ancient guns, but we saw lots of young ones. Like we didn't see the culture at all, so we didn't really introduce this species culture. Or maybe the culture is like the same as this creature culture. So we kinda get to introduce to the big guy who explained the magic come from. But we didn't learn what creatures come from. Well, we did kinda learn. We see vines. We did see lots of animals. I think we saw golems and wolves. But we have no idea what the hell they are, and what their origin is, and how they just survive in this world. And how they evolve, and how they adapt. It's kinda, I think in Legerdomain, lots of creatures are stony. Okay, there's like these spiky creatures I remember. And golems, who we have like ancient ones, we have dogs ones, and we have bird ones. So like, maybe there could be like explanation, creatures of mana. Mana is life energy, so in Legerdomain, lots of inorganic materials gain life. So that's kind of why lots of creatures in this dimension is made of rocks. But there's also some organic creatures, because we do have plants and that stuff. Or some simple minerals turned into organic matter and then evolved to plants and stones. But I think in this world they all might be created by someone. It's kind of crazy theory there. Well, not a theory, maybe like it's actually true in this world. But for the species, man, we kind of see Hex. I don't know, it's Hex and this girl supposed to be like humans, but you know, evolved to different creatures. And also Jamkasa who have elf ears, so I assume those not humans, which kinda we see some species who human-like or ape-like. It's kinda maybe the idea of, I don't really hate this idea. But also I know that Kira like this. And I think Kira, whenever he like draws species which look human-y, he tried to make it less human. I think the next example will be Tesla, where he give him pointy ears. Asmosians, where for Asmosian transformations he give him like this spongy skin. And for other stuff is remember. Like, I don't remember. Well, Frankenstrike, but I don't think there was like some special design about Frankenstrike. Maybe like the flesh pierced, which were not like stitches, but you know, just flesh pierced, which more like the color, which kind of gives us this idea of how it look like. Kinda again, I like this idea because we kind of have Rev, who is a feline, and he look like a tiger, and we have idea in our head that this is a tiger. We have Blitzwolf, who is a wolf, and we have wolves. So kind of like the idea that there's like this creature subtype. Okay, Wikipedia, how it's called, tribe or genome. Okay, so I think for tribe it will be, what is tribe? Scientific classification. Let's go from there. Maybe I'm looking for the thing. So there's like domain, because like animals, kingdom, who, yeah, domain, animals, reptiles, that stuff. Oh wait, I think I'm confusing that one. I'm confusing. Wait, what's called domain? And what called is the kingdom? It isn't the. Okay, I get confused. So yeah, maybe like there could be creatures of subfamily slash. Oh no, I don't think. So that could be tribe or subfamily, like you know, feline, and then there will be human-like, like just looking humanish. Human body structure work enough to have multiple creatures who share it. And I like this idea. Especially it have some differences where it's not exactly just human, but you know, something close to human. Interesting case. So again we have Raph, who is the tiger and close can resemble the tiger. I kind of lost my thought there. So for other stuff, oh wait, what the hell was I talking about? I kind of lost my train of thought. I'm kind of, again, we didn't learn about the creatures, but we learned about the magic. And I guess it's kind of, yeah, the episode is how magic works in Legerdomain. It's not about the species and biomes in Legerdomain. Although I thought I would like to learn about the biomes slash physics in this world. Because again, you didn't talk about how you cannot fly in Legerdomain. Or like how, like I think Herodon's like Omniverse version of Legerdomain, which again it was crazy and like weird. And again, kind of like show us different biomes. I don't kind of get to see the biomes. We kind of see these bridges which kind of like supposed to be landmark, which is not touched by humans. And then you have like a forest. But like, do we have a snow area? Do we have other biomes? Or like only 2 biomes? 3 biomes. There's also kind of like a cities. Or like maybe like just giant piece of rocks where people build cities. We can see cities, we can see, like not much of the city, but a map. Very different aspect of the culture. Kind of interesting where, again, I kind of want to see, it's kind of idea of the first I want to do, I want to look at the media, kind of stop there, and kind of admire the design, food and that stuff. So kind of what Cure doing with his breakdown, where he can have a moment that he just stopped, look design, it's some interesting details. They even talk about the food and kind of make an example of real food, how he think it would taste. Again, it's kind of what I want to do with my that stuff. When I look at the market, Cyclo part for me is so kind of just bunch of just bunch of shops. Which again I really make my comments about tattoo shop, books, binding. Kind of like maybe Wikipedia guy, your poor freaking shop. And see lots of species which they're not really designed, but again, for lots of common species we kind of see goblins. And we see some mythical creatures who kind of resemble orcs, goblins. But also I think we didn't learn about that species. Well, not goblins, gremlins. Maybe they are gremlins. And again, don't know. So, that's Tom! Who Mark and the Stamp of Evil. Well, something look like he's a demon. Nice reference. That's the catch. But for the stuff, well, we can learn about micromanagement, monthly defeats, so that's kind of how it explains. So, he's something of this realm, but with 1 defeats it's it. You can tattoo which shown to leech. Which, I think you can say it doesn't make sense, but it's magical, so it makes sense. It's make magical sense. I kind of got her store, which, what she sell? Magical, she totally just sell whatever she grab. It just kind of question would store horse cost anything. I mean, Not magical world. Okay, it's kind of the idea of how I like to see how different cultures react to different things from our world, like how people react to horrors. Like, you know, maybe. Would horrors be worth anything? Okay, he kinda. Horus is not a magical creature. Horus is just a creature of science. Like, there's zero magic inside of him. He's just electricity and the gears, whatever, make him move. Which, in this world, probably lots of stuff are powered by magic. So maybe it's kind of will be very valuable materials, especially when you can reverse engineer. Like less mana, and you know, you can have this things which doesn't work on mana, so you know, in case of lack of mana, you can have your own little server. But I also kind of want to think how other species would react to horrors. Like, for example, Humongous, which is not even acknowledged the fact he's just a creature. That, I mean, they could be surprised, but you know, they could, actually, if they eat, yeah, you totally eat. You can catch it and eat it and maybe see it's not edible and like leave it alone. Although, man, I think they kind of shown that they're a very kind species, but again, they live in a world where you kind of have to kill to eat. So the big chance they could just grab it or eat it. Or if they think he looks cute enough, they probably not touch him. He does look cute. Cute enough to not eat. It's kind of question for Humongous. And after that, I see him trying to capture him. Again, it's kind of would be not think about his whatever he is, just eat him. Kind of what dickhead guys can probably be curious about him and maybe be surprised about this advanced technology, even maybe try to recreate something close to it. For Swampfire, yeah, they also will be just eat guys. For Ghost, and they know what machines is, never will be so surprised by it. Like Echo will get curious, Saiyans and Kryptonians, or Saiyans. Kryptonians will think, well, they don't even know it's technology, will they think it's good technology or not, they probably think it's spy. So destruction it will be. Saiyans will probably be cool with him. Other system will totally hate him. Part of the what I would hate him, but you know, they'll just think it's monster. Creature would eat him. Magic creature would. I don't even know how many creatures will react to horrors. Actually, what I'm even saying? As creators who blind should be saying that. As creators, how all these creatures will react to horrors. But how I'm guessing there. Actually, would be interesting. Am I guessing correctly or not? Am I understanding this universe? It's a question, am I smart enough to understand this universe about how all the species would react to horrors? I'm curious, am I correct? Am I understanding creators? Who knows? Who bloody knows? Fine, again, I said more, I'll do I say my thought about the Stacy, I said my thoughts about Chamakasu become the queen or the king. Makes sense? Actually, yeah, it was shown in the universe. Was it shown in the universe? What she said? She was a king. Could call her queen. My standards of this world is breaking my perceptions. It's a very big shame. And for okay, it's also because it's supposed to be a plot episode, which I didn't really acknowledge the plot. Actually, where the hell the plot can go? Return of him. But it's silly where people travel on different planets. Or we will go to freaking. Okay, that will be episode about Andromeda. They're 100% going to be episode about Andromeda. Which first will be returned to Energy Homeworld planet. To make maybe like official episode, which will be not freeze frame, but a full-time official episode. And a species of his guy. Maybe he come to enslave his species. Would be. Yeah, control wind. When we do him powerful in X-Men, he'll do exactly the same plan. But try to succeed. I don't want this guy to succeed. I don't know, I don't really care. Actually, I should be caring if he succeeds with shit. Look at this idea. I remember seeing U.S. drawing, but he drew a version where either girl succeeded. Maybe. I don't see a future somewhere. Actually, I don't think there will be a plot. I thought there will not be a plot. Let's imagine a plot where Adoji trying to do the same thing that Agricot did. And then he did it, but we learned this plan would never work. Then also be said for Kevin that he sacrificed himself for nothing. Oh, babies will die. Do they care about Alien's ex-baby? I think they can just produce any other it's called very debatable. It's how they produce a debate and say, do we want this creature to exist or not? So their production cycle, they're like panda. Like, reproduction is like very painful for them. Not in a way it's like actual painful, it's like they don't wanna. But there will be no new species, and at some point it will just die out. I mean, I think there were comments that the alien X can die. I'm not sure, is it old age die or like died in general? I mean, everything that live can die. They can die by entering within another system. They do have some life energy, they have mana. Well, again, I don't know. Actually, I think that. Oh, let it sit in active neurites. They can possess them. Whether eating them, and anything, just life itself. If you live it, you can die from them. In case. See. I've been kinda sweating there. I'm sweating a lot. So, let's just continue reacting to episode about Jetray. Again, okay, talking about this episode, it's very short and plus again it doesn't really talk about Jetray planet. I mean, again we can learn about some facts about Jetray biology, but we don't really know how the culture works and we don't really see lots of the planets eats. I think most of this episode is just about the ability to go into space and how some people utilize this ability. It's kind of more of this episode about how space reacts to this ability. How Jetrays use this ability, like, are amphibians, I remember that. Wait, is it an amphibia? Yeah, I think it is an amphibia. But the planet I don't know. Although, for planet design I would say it's kinda interesting design. Although, we get lots of planet design. Yeah, kinda picture planet is interesting design because it's just a piece of ice. Kinda Transilien planet is interesting design because it's shredded. Because again, it took Steph Fun planet so specific. Because it's missing. This planet is kinda weirdly shaped. Why it's shaped this way, I have no idea. But never planet design, I don't do that often. Well, again, we don't have lots of original designs. I don't know, kinda humongous planet is green with so little amount of water. Kinda even look like you can treat jungles, like it's roots, which just go into space. Well, I think it could be just mountains. You can see from space. And a bit atmosphere there. But swamp fire, kinda just gassy planet. Echo planet. Oh, Sonorossia. Lifeless at all. On this one we don't see planet, we just see suns. Daytona kinda think it just not much of the planet, just pillars. But left of the planet. Kinda, it's not like a planet, it's just about the towns. This town standing on the pillars and nothing down there. There's how the hell the money there. Just money whatever is left of the planet. And I have to go hunting asteroids to hunt whatever they need. Or maybe they do that. Maybe they like to bring up asteroids and then turn to kryptonite. For Vegetarians, Saints, I think it was very careful. I would not even remember. For other places. I think we did see a planet, but we saw a dimension which where Ectonorites come from. I don't really remember what's the planet design there. And Viscosia, is it Viscosia? Where I get from, I will not remember. Trying to remember it all like doesn't really work for me. And this one is for the future. I'll comment on when I get to it. If I remember to comment on it. So man, I make my thoughts. First episode. Right, bloody now.
Good evening, extranet and multi-dimensional travelers. Welcome back to And Beyond.
So, slightly cut them from the main plot. And you need to make some episode to keep people intrigued.
Systems model V55, but you can
Yeah.
call me Horace.
Why you introduce yourself by your full name? When how about your second name? Or shortened version of the name.
At all times, and remember, I am not equipped with life preservers, so please try not to drown.
I mean, I'm watching for the video. Drown? I mean, I'm in space. Oh, not space. I'm sitting in my chair. I want to sip some water. Man, it's not too late. I start the video. It's too late. I will not go for the water. Aeropila. Aeropila, that's how your planet's called? What the hell is this metal piece? It's kinda like...
This waterlogged planet
It's interesting design.
maintaining a perfect
Was kind of showed it's mechanical in some state.
cores and a surface-connected planetary ring. With very few notable land masses, oceans make up about 96% of
Gravitational cores.
the planet's atmosphere is extremely dense and often
So it's all water, light green.
This results in
Maybe
recurring
seaweed.
extreme weather conditions
Oh,
such
just
as
green water.
hurricanes or monsoons. Because of these raging aerial conditions, the airborne species
Wait, where do you live? Do you live in the streak or do you live in the center of the world?
their adolescence. With hundreds of species high above and far below the water's surface, today we'll be starting with the dominant inhabitants of Aeropella, the Aerophibians.
Sentient life. I know, man, also Inktank do this little thing where they make you question what is sentient and what is not.
Aerophibians are bipedal manta ray
Good designs.
creatures varying in size. They can stand anywhere from 2 to 9 feet tall with a wingspan double their height. Their sleek skin,
It's not
aerodynamic
yet
shape, and
wing.
amphibious lungs make life on Aeropella a breeze.
Not just water, we can live in space. Oh, you don't really breathe in space. Do they need oxygen?
Oceans amongst thermal vents.
That's freaking from Subnautica.
Along the atmospheric edge of the planet.
I like
only
this.
needing to dip down for a breath every few days.
Wait, what the hell is the
The
planet?
Aerophibian people are thrill seekers and spend a majority
Wait, I'm kind of
of
curious
their
what the hell
time
the
floating around
place where
great
you live.
space.
Is that this bubbly clock water?
It's quite common
Or
for
is this
groups
areas of
racing
circle?
competition and dozens
Wow,
of
addiction, isn't it?
in their homes. Each represents
You're gonna catch some bugs.
amongst their peers.
Actually, maybe that's how they eat.
Seems the only
They
high
hunt for
people
bugs.
reaching is that of a dopamine high. Many others have channeled
They have dopamine. Why? Will be like some random chemicals which we humans don't have.
Tired of shopping confined to planetary bounds? Off-planet,
It's
maybe a
tasty.
taste of some homegrown fruit?
You like
You've got
freaking
new merchandise
Subways.
on a Tech 2 or lower planet? Call the universe's
Oh, yeah,
number
yeah.
one highest-rated
Yeah, of
delivery
course.
service, Aero
Not
to
green. I don't think you can find some green dye.
In a matter of hours. Aerophibian speed with Techadon security.
You have Techadon security?
Anywhere in the known
That's powerful
Milky Way and
security.
Andromeda galaxies.
Actually, man, they can glorify in space.
With Aero to go. Aero to go is not responsible for packages being lost in instances of cures being eaten.
Yeah, it's some food, that would be great.
For interplanetary exchange.
Wait, I never got this short. It's freaking bootleg! Oh wait, it's not Ben 10 short.
Apologies.
I mean, I guess Ben doesn't have to wear all... Rook Ben doesn't have to all wear Ben 10 merch.
Poltroon named Zosif Bej. First arriving
Interesting.
on Aeropella when his ship was attacked in its planetary ring, he was saved by passing Aerophibians.
Thank you.
Impressed by their
You risked your
physical
life.
capabilities, he got
You
the idea
did.
for a delivery company.
Oh, you smart guy, aren't you? Oh, they can live in the water.
Their days not only hustling and bustling to work, Aerophibians
You know what I'm gonna say.
amount of time to hunting as well. Despite being the literal
Maybe it's like invasive species.
biggest conglomerate in the universe, Aerophibians
Maybe-
lacks in economy.
Well, I guess
as
Plumber
well as
suck at the job to present freaking
Basically, if you want to
invasive
eat
species.
Aeropella, you have
Oh, what the
to
hell is
eat
this?
first.
What, the insect species?
Lily paddlers, hover blubbers, and even
So you're gonna show it this close. And this way they're gonna escape it.
target practice. The Aerophibians' main method of hunting is their neuroshock
Make Subnautica episode?
The spine of the Aerophibian is hollow and full of a neon
Wait, did my quality drop?
compound.
I think my quality
Will
dropped.
spark these gases via synaptic currents in
I-
the brainstem.
I kinda wish it was come from the brain.
Eyes or tail,
Oh, it does come from the brain.
creating a stunning laser that will paralyze prey. This neuroshock laser also comes in handy when having to navigate
Oh, so I
off-planet.
kinda stopped
Given
eating there.
enough charge up, the neuroshock can also function as a destructive laser and be used to clear debris that may float in an Aerophibian's path.
Powerful enough, but probably its guests probably have limits.
Venturing through the planetary ring, because this ring is the home of the
Can you just go higher? But the hell you blow through it? Hey, just make me opening. Hey, can am I as mobile as you are? Oh, that's a music. It's gonna look like Lily Pad. But is that space station or is it like water station?
Known as the Vapor Coastline. This planetary ring was formed some million-odd years ago when a nebula collided with the planet. The heat from the nebula
So it's a
melted
nebula.
the long-since-gone planetary ice caps, and as a result, overflowed Aeropella into its current modern-day state. During this collision, the planet's mass was somehow evenly split and reformed into two balanced cores. These cores keep
Again, it's kinda
its
interesting
gravity
idea.
check, but also collected the remaining collision debris into what is now known as the Vapor Coastline.
Okay. Can I speak about the water Phoenix planet?
Vapor and debris, locals call it a coastline because it acts as such. Living in the Vapor Coastline, we find the unique space-thriving species known as Leviations.
Okay, so wait, so Pull out as well.
Cetacean-like creatures
Which one is your female?
between 20 and
Or maybe you are a
30
sexual
nose to
species.
tail end. creatures are capable of living in the vacuum of space thanks to a secondary breathing organ in their head
Oh,
called a
you
vapor
again?
loop.
Why can we just not breathe?
Because there's
Why
no
we have to
breathing
like
air in space,
get action in some way?
barriers and frozen ice
I kinda miss the species which just doesn't breathe in space. Because I don't need to breathe. Breathing is just a function we don't have in our body. Like it's not like oxygen is like mandatory to all species.
Expel and manipulate the discarded dust debris out of exhaust blowholes on their torso and jowls.
That's unique.
They use this vapor manipulation to glide
Would be suck.
coastlines such as
I mean, if you go, okay, you probably can go planet.
to ensnare prey. Using
Man, you can have nice abilities to go venturing into far beyond.
go in for the kill with
But it's such a risk for you, and probably you will not make it.
the smoke song. It is already
It's kind of water termites, which I want to think about.
many abandoned ships making up the homes and buildings for this Corsair community.
Wow, that's bloody terrifying.
So little natural
Well, it's natural predator.
People have had to turn to
Also, it's bloody sentient species,
attacking passengers
which even more
vessels
terrifying.
and couriers. They pilfer the cargo.
They could just be nice people.
To go for various supply drops. Though the company's
Oh,
president
different species.
has made many statements saying that he does not humor the thought he would ever negotiate with pirates, there have been many leaked delivery records and video footage showing otherwise.
You sleazeball.
Are known as the aerophibian predator.
That's how it's species called.
Their thieving ways.
Officially, I'm not calling it this way.
Local prey to
You should be faster. You can go way, actually, maybe you can be slow.
delivery person just
Like, not only just slow. But that kind of look like this.
for a hungry Leviathan.
This is a game about a skeleton who missing an eye. And he died because he got arrow in an eye.
Planet. Almost all are assumed
I think I'm pretty noticing lots of references.
monstro marauders.
Wow.
You take or become
Not for kids. Dude, I just died. Hey, nature.
Aeropel.
I got my leg
It's a
hurt.
place to live for sure. But thankfully, we were just visiting. Make sure you point
Yeah, you are visiting. I just watched the video. I'm like a bastard.
Oh, it was just an aerophibian courier.
Dude, can you be careful?
Delivering to Vulpin.
Actually, you're running.
Flying with his eyes closed.
It's space.
Wonderful.
It's dark.
Your eye lens.
Eh,
Well, if it's still functioning,
you're not coming back.
do a second take on
You
that.
should not be eating me.
It
I'm
may
not
be a
tasty.
planetary reconnaissance report, but horse units have standards, you know.
You should probably be backing up your mind right now.
Of course.
Yeah, unless you want to remember what was going on here. What do you want to remember beyond there? I don't know, if you're a robot, you probably should be fine with your death. If you're a freaking robot, you should not be bloody disappointed by the fact you die and get a new body. Or not get a new body, there's new you. And it's in case of horrors. It's like music. Oh, it's kinda like surfer music, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, but then it's like, because I want to just sit there quietly. God, hold up, I'm gonna burp. Well, not burp, I'm gonna breathe. Like, so, man, again, it's kinda, I don't know, it's kinda, the thing about this planet is kinda confusing where people live. Because again, we kinda have this coast, no, how's it called? How you call it? Paper coastline. I kinda get the idea that amphibians live in this planet part, which kind of like hourglass with two cores, so that's kind of where they live, and they probably like some ground there. And we kinda did see some of amphibia buildings. But again, amphibia is one. Okay, I'm not. It's the third species which have civilization, so the ancient species. So kinda again. With Ink Tank, they do lots of this fantasy moments which I like, because again, with Ink Tank is like one of the three game points with me, where they forgot that Vulpomancer is an amniotic species. They animals. They literally the wildest best transformation they can go. Vulpomancer is like when transformed into dolphin. And I sometimes forget that and I kinda go. I think one of those moments will be when Kira was playing the Benten game where they were whooping. He was surprised. He says something which kind of triggered me to say Vulpomancer is not a species that wants praise. There is a species possible sentient race. Like I know if we are dominant species, but then can turn into mouse or dolphins. So it's kinda Vulpomancer is not dominant race. But also kinda make comments that Vulpin doesn't look like he imagined it would be. Which again I would say maybe it's get repurposed, so like everyone law sucks. It can also be interesting ideas of Vulpin kinda mutating. Like Ben when he turned into one month he have leaves and he more normal looking. While other Vulpins we saw that don't have leaves. I kinda like the idea of Vulpins mutating because the planets got take over and factory work and that stuff and can mutate them. About the dragon, it doesn't look like creature who live on Vulpin. Maybe get transported for protections. Or again. It's kind of interesting case we see a lot of creatures from games. Again, most Subnautica creatures who literally saw those creatures and they say they live on this planet. Would also be ideas of species being grabbed and moved to different planets, where they become invasive species. Like, you know, and we humans have this system where we're like very careful with this stuff to not bring invasive species. Because in all times we do that. In all times we used to wreck destroy cultures by just bring up some threats or bring some flies who would thrive in new environment and would evolve and just become part of this environment. You can also think ideas, but you know, what's kind of this question? Are these creatures now Subnautica creatures or these creatures of this planet? Yes, you take place from this planet, they kind of get it to Subnautica game. Or these creatures from Subnautica, we grab it from Subnautica and just spread all across the universe. I kind of like this idea of invasive species. I do like this idea. Again, it's kind of. Yeah, again, it was about the thinking thought about intelligent species or not intelligent species. Yeah, again, I kind of don't see Vulpins as intelligent species. I mean, they're intelligent species when concerned to them, but they're kind of animals. Kind of big texts about lots of moments where they forgot the fact that they're animals. They just treat them like they have grandparents, they have families, they have this stuff. Which they probably do like have pets, but you know. There was once when I get triggers when I forgot about this fact. But also, watching and Beyond, it kinda show me interesting picture of the fact. What if every Ben 10 alien is like creature just a wild animal? Or like they sentient but they don't have a culture. So with humans we kinda see them being like these cave people, which just a start of sentient. With Swampfire, there is an animal who can walk on two legs and kinda not really build stuff. They just hunt. In fact, if you like go to the plants and don't understand the language, you can easily just confuse them for animals. Like again, it's also the fact, can you understand what the hell they're saying or not? If like maybe they don't have language. Maybe they just do communicate by simple noises. You can also read these ideas of ghost players, sentient, sentient, they have village, they just cover, although they kind of machines. Again, the first species and the second species which shows sentient is like Kryptonians slash Saiyans. And the plus dragons and that, but I'm not counting them. Anyways, we can with Mamura we see a lot of sentient species. Different level of culture. Picture again one of those cases where it's not sentient. Well, sentient, but you can really confuse them with animals. But this could be like very interesting ideas of animal species, but you can change it to be not animal. It's kinda with Ravan Garden. Ravana. Around we have this. Yeah, man, I get confused with also those scientific names. Kind of around we get in those more. How they kind of call Ravana Reds. I will call them Reds for now. And how with Ravana Reds we. And kind of when Kira was doing this breakdown, it's kind of would show them being animals, but Fistic was able to teach them controls machines, talk, and fight. It could be exactly the same case with Big Chill Planet. Like on their own planets are just animals. Living the planets, you can teach them to be a citizens who can talk and function. It's kind of like the species who, if you don't educate them, are animals. If you educate them, they stop being animals. So you kind of Kira did the exact same thing they did in this episode. I think that he maybe don't even notice it. I hope he will notice it now. I can make a comment, but you know, yeah, well. So kinda again, that was about sentient. And again, Jetray species, one of the species who have civilization, they have, you can call them civilization, just, again, you don't understand, but you see them building cities, a sentient species. But also, yeah, kinda the question I get confused where the hell everyone lives. So I guess Jetrays live in this clock-shaped planet, where they build cities on the surface, kinda on these pillars, and there's like these metal houses which they have. Let me see the houses. Yeah, they have this metal. Yeah, they built on the coastline. They have flags. They have these metallic plates. And they have these towers. Also, kind of seem built in on the surface of the planet. So kind of they built like both houses, even if you can call these houses. Like probably houses are these small peaks on these pillars. There's probably like some big places where you can work. Or maybe it's like the way this company works. but it's like the place where they deliver stuff and do that work. And these feels, maybe also the houses. But I think they built underwater. There were some underwater houses, I think I saw. Yeah, so they kind of live both underwater and on top of water. Or maybe like on top of water is kind of for factory work, and underneath that's where they live. Or maybe you can choose to live underwater or not. Because I think that just water is green. Yeah, I think it's gonna feel the water is green. But there's some colors, our plants, I don't know, something like that. And then we have this vapor coast, which can also water, is it like vapor? Can also covered with rocks, where these guys live. And I think they just live in the abandoned ships, or abandoned ships and spaceship. So they kind of live in there. But it's kind of sentient species which kind of kill people. Which kind of again different culture. I maybe I can teach them not to be that way. Or give them food and everybody will live really long. Then just break them with food. Or they are just jerks, like there's no way to fix them. Also, it's about them breathing. Picture breathe. I don't know, I teach this species we just don't breathe. Like species literally doesn't need to breathe. They need to eat and they don't need to breathe. Like why don't we have such species? Like I would say Jetray is one of the species which probably one of the species which doesn't breathe. Like they can just be in space. Like their body is prepared to be in space. Like, you know, they have ability to expel all the gases they have in the body, but not because they were breathing, but because they have opening in the bodies to communicate, consume food. And when they consume food, maybe they can consume these gases. And they like, have a body function which allow them to expel these gases and like close the whole shut, so they can like not expand these gases in the body. And something in the blood to not make it boil. So maybe like they're so close to space they can adapt to space. I kinda like this idea as well. But these guys still also kinda have to breathe. Again, I'd say it's kinda interesting idea in case of breathing, like how the hell the species breathe in space. Kinda again, Ultramans who need to breathe, but they can hold their breath for a very long time. These creatures who, what they do? They consume like rocks and they consume ice and get water oxygen from ice, and then come keep in the skull. So where the hell is the brain? Not see the brain. Only this is the brain. Can look like a bone. Maybe brain, who knows? So it's kind of remind me of beluga whales. They can also vapor themselves into space. It's kinda Jetray is a species who can throw around the space, but this guy cannot. They can, but you know, you have constant for ice. It can create a nice survival gameplay mechanic, but also like pain in the ass. But you can probably like stop for supplies and, you know, try to survive them. Also, kind of something I want to talk about is, I guess kind of Ultraman's comparison. Kind of how Ultraman just can go in space and be in space. And you know, they just, it's like working for them, and you know, instead of having a ship, they can just grab a bag of supplies, kind of put it on the neck, and can just go there. Which kind of, I think I did the same thing with my Jetray, one alien made, or one civilian alien, which is a series I do, and you can watch right there. Kind of for Jetray species, kind of was this idea of the guy who doesn't use a ship, but he just fly in space, and have a bag of stuff like to be a living spaceship. Well, yeah, spaceship. And I kind of think about difference because he kind of will be small, but you know, it can be just different type of spaceship. Like, you know, fast seater spaceship which will be just like a car, spaceship which will be like a moving house, a mothership which will be mothership. Big and interesting designs. I think about thinking Star Trek Low Decks, which you see lots of spaceship and we kind of see the culture in the spaceship. How, where they sleep, what they eat, where they keep food, how they manage to put their daily routine of hygiene, nutritional value, spaceship. How they try to blend in the culture, or how you call it. Like seeing this design when they take some technology and like show it from different species perspective. We have spaceship, but you know, different species design different because of materials they have, culture they have, and engineering design they have. I like this idea as well. So for this episode, it is mostly just to introduce us to companies and new species. I don't kind of get more of the planet, but you know, yeah, I don't know, kinda. It's kind of feel that we don't know nothing about the planet, but we can learn how this planet came to be, how this planet is built, what is inside of this planet, what the species around this planet, but I don't know, maybe because it's so short I kind of have this feeling of we didn't learn nothing. Although in reality we did learn enough. Yeah, we learned enough. It's enough for us. What else you want? Nothing more. So shut the hell up and just enjoy the video. I enjoy the video. I also enjoy the video. Just trying to think more. And trying to also connect emotionally. It's another just not much emotional connection in the video. So for next video, do I watch this video? It's kind of the wrong video. Kind of again it's way too much. You know. Yeah, I will make very long video. Or don't make this very long video. You know, I didn't watch for a while. You know, maybe how long it will be? 32/40. This will be. Like, you know what? How about next video will be reaction to Ink Tank, but the new episodes. Yeah, I can't think it's time to end this because otherwise I will have a real video and I did want to do some other stuff today. It's like a new video right there, so close. My sense telling me I have enough. But I listen to this up and if I, you know, yeah, I think I have enough. Again, I can wait for more until I start reacting to the series. But you know, maybe I do like reach out to it fast enough. The next video will be. Well, totally not the next video, but you know, I can reach out to this. I can reach out to this series. It's very close to ending. I can easily just end it there and wait for new episodes. I can do that. I can do it. So expect it to return very soon. So on this note, it was GDP. Hope you enjoyed this reaction series. Mostly I did enjoy it, have some interesting thought. Again, mostly it's kind of me reacted episode which I didn't like originally. Did I change my opinion after watching it? I will not say because I don't think I like emotionally was involved or like there's some emotional difference. Exactly the same as about last time. Interesting. I have some interesting to say, some interesting comparisons that I can make. Also for that stuff, not much can say. So, yeah, just go to InkTech, like, subscribe, support the work, and you know, watch the episodes I cannot watch right now. Don't be faster than me. Watch them now. Watch them now. You can watch them now. Don't wait for me. Actually, what how you wait for me? I'm a reaction channel. You're not supposed to watch me first and then go to original one. You watch original one and come to me. That's how you do it. You watch reaction channel first? What? How wrong with you? That's not how you do that. You can do that, but support original. Support original. But that stuff. Yeah, support original. Go to my channel. Yeah, support original one. Then come to my channel to like, subscribe, and then go to my social media. Go to my other channels. Then if you want to support me, you can go to Patreon and you can all access. You're never there. For $1 access to my reaction. What time my favorite from the original video on the end. For $2 access to gameplays. For $4 access to my drawings. And for $10 special Discord. Where you can ask a question and I do commission. On this note, not much can say. Have a nice day. Bye bye.